Yo, what's good? It's your boy here at Inquiring Minds, Story Time, and you know we want to know what's going on. All right, we about to get into this video where we breaking down Demolition Man the movie, just showing how Hollywood got strange ways of bringing you the truth in movies. Right here in this scene, it's when his coworker, his fellow officer, I guess you would say, is taking him to Taco Bell and she's all dressed up and they're meeting with the mayor and it's like a five-star restaurant. And so he's like, "Yeah, where are we going?" She said Taco Bell. Now this takes place in the future, and he is from the past. He was cryogenically frozen, uh, and they thawed him out in the future because they needed him to take care of a criminal that he locked up way back in the day, like many years ago. But either way, I'm pretty sure y'all seen Demolition Man. If not, go ahead and watch it. If you don't remember, just brush up on the movie. It's a good movie. I always enjoy it. Um, but yeah, this part right here, like I said, she tells him we going to Taco Bell, and he's like flabbergasted, like we going to Taco Bell to meet with the mayor and get dressed and have like a five-star dinner. So it's kind of unbelievable. Let's see what he got to say about it. Let's get into the show.
All of them, they're all actors. Now she says, "You don't realize Taco Bell was because he's like Taco Bell. This the mayor just invited me to some dinner and dancing at Taco Bell. Like he's like, okay, it's whatever, but it's not that great." She says, "You don't realize Taco Bell was the only restaurant to survive the franchise wars." Now let's get a little deeper with this little joke that they have here. First of all, did you know that in almost every country except for the United States, this movie did not include Taco Bell? It was Pizza Hut.
Okay, and that's something that I didn't know. I've only seen the movie here in America. Um, but like he's about to explain, I guess they changed it up because Taco Bell wasn't as well known throughout different countries like Pizza Hut was. So other countries had Pizza Hut. The original movie had Taco Bell though. So just think of that Pizza Hut sign says Taco Bell.
I promise you, somebody is. How many people are in the chat that live in the UK or other places? You watched this movie and it was Pizza Hut. And then later on, you may have watched some other version. You're like, what? Taco Bell? And maybe you thought that was a Mandela effect or something, but it's not. They changed it because no one in other countries knew what Taco Bell was. It wasn't that popular when this movie came out. It wasn't as popular as it is today. So in other versions of this movie, they'll show you where they put in Pizza Hut instead of Taco Bell, which I thought was interesting too. So they say, so now she says, now all restaurants are Taco Bell. And now the excuse they use for this is because Taco Bell won the franchise wars, right? Let's talk about the reality. She says all restaurants are Taco Bell. Now we look around today. Obviously not all restaurants are Taco Bell, right? Or are they? Let's take a closer look at this claim. We've got McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all these different restaurants.
And for some reason, I don't know why I always thought Wendy's was like the best choice to pick out of, like maybe it'd be more healthier than McDonald's and Burger King, but I see that I'm sadly mistaken, man. I thought they was using real beef, man, making it look good. Like I thought Wendy's was the place, man. I guess not.
They're not called Taco Bell. But if you look at the ingredients and what they put in their food, for example, here you have blue number 1, high fructose corn syrup, yellow number 5, yellow number 6, white flour, carrageenan, cellulose gel, cellulose gum, cellulose powder, soybean oil. How about this? Here's some other ingredients in layman's terms.
So what is he saying? Is he saying that there is no real ingredients in that food? Like that wasn't lettuce and tomatoes and ground beef? Like what's going on, man? All right, let's get into this shit, man. Cause right here I'm seeing McDonald's. Looked like a Big Mac. That used to be my favorite meal as a kid from McDonald's was the Big Mac. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like after I got out of the Happy Meal stage, I was moving on to bigger and better things, and I thought it was the Big Mac. But I'm seeing right here, I see it said duck feathers, human hair, sand, wood, silly putty, plastic. So, but it does have the chemical version of what that is. So I guess that's kind of how they fool y'all because we don't know what these chemicals are. Like, what is silicone dioxide? I guess in layman's term, that's just sand. Wood, I guess cellulose. Like, I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments.
Duck feathers and human hair, also known as L-cysteine, sand or silicon dioxide, wood, cellulose, silly putty, plastic, dimethyl polysiloxane. Wow.
And this is supposedly all in your food. I remember McDonald's did have some things where they had, what was it? It was like the blue hair inside of their chicken nuggets. Let me know if y'all remember that, man. I know they probably tried to erase that from the history books, but that definitely was going on at a point in time. It was finding like blue would look like strings of hair or some type of blue thread in the chicken nuggets. And it wasn't just one chicken nugget, it was just how they had their chicken nuggets put together. It was something weird in there.
Like you have to have a degree in chemistry to understand what you're even putting in your face. Petroleum derived preservatives or TBHQ, soil fertilizer, ammonium sulfate, beetle juices or carmic acid. Oh, I can't see that. Hold on. Here we go. Beetle juices, carminic acid, confectioner's glaze, and then
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't want no beetle juices in my car. I don't want none of that in my food, man. Like that don't even make no sense why that would be in there. Like what is that in? Is that in a bun? Is that in some meat? Like I'm gonna need somebody to really break this down. Like what is that in? Why is it even there? You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't understand. And then look, it says, look at number 8, meat paste goop. Mechanically separated meat, also known as pink slime. What meat are they mechanically separating? Is what I want to know. And that's just wild. Like, and then Beetlejuice, like that's crazy. Like, if fuck around, keep saying that, man, something might pop up, man. Some juices of beetles, like it's weird.
last but not least, meat paste goop. Mechanically separated meat, also known as pink slime. This is garbage. These are the ingredients in all of these places across the world, especially in the United States, in what you call fast food, which is no longer fast and it's no longer food.
That's crazy because fast food is no longer fast for sure. You'll find yourself waiting in that line forever. Like last time I went through a drive-through, I was like, bro, I thought this was supposed to be fast food, bro. Like this would take forever. Like y'all act like y'all really back here cooking up some shit. Like I could have went to a real burger stand and got the food in the same amount of time. Like it's crazy.
They are all Taco Bell. You might as well just go back and dub over where they say all restaurants are Taco Bell and replace the word Taco Bell with garbage. All restaurants are garbage in the future. If you take a look at the logo from Taco Bell, you can see that there's this reptilian eyeball inside of the number 6, right? That you can't, once you see it.
Do y'all see that, y'all? I definitely could see some. When you look at that bell, you can see how that could be a reptilian eye for sure. And I definitely could see the number 6 on outlining. I definitely could see that. And I will say this is nothing and just a big coincidences, but only reason I would say that it's not a coincidence is because this is a big billionaire company, a $1 billion company, and I know they do research on what type of colors to use for their logo. A lot of research goes into their marketing. Uh, Everything they do everything they do for a reason. So I just can't say that it's coincidence. I'm gonna just keep it 100, but I could be wrong.
You'll never be able to unsee that. That is a reptilian eyeball right there in Taco Bajal or Bale, basically, right? Interesting stuff. Now here's his big meal. They say, enjoy your meal, sir. I'm going to talk about how they speak here in a minute too. Enjoy your meal. Look at that tiny crap. That's 3 chips with some dip, or 6 chips with some dip and a monkey brain, or I don't know what that's supposed to be. This brings us to the
Okay, so this is crazy. 1990. I don't know if I remember Big Macs in 1990 or not. I was too young for sure, but it doesn't matter. The Big Macs that I used to know of the past were actually Big Macs. They were actually big, and look at that meat on there. That actually looked like real ground beef, because you can't make a real patty of ground beef look like how McDonald's does. Like it just can't be duplicated because it's not real. So yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like, look at that. It's this big size difference. I used to actually get full from a Big Mac. Like, U.S. struggle to eat the whole thing, especially if you get a meal with it. Nowadays, it's like you get a little full, but it's not. You'll be hungry like a couple hours later. You'll be back hungry like you never ate nothing, and it's probably because it's not nourishing your body. You know what I'm saying? It's lacking a lot of nutrients, especially if it's made out of all this fake stuff. So let's see what else you got to say.
sizes, the portions. Some people who go to fast food have noticed this is like the Mick fillet or whatever, the fish sandwich, right? The portion sizes are shrinking and shrinking and shrinking because you're getting scammed. They're slowly taking away anything that makes it nutritious. They're slowly taking away the sizes. They're giving you less and less, which probably in the end is a good thing, but you're just going to buy more of it if you're used to eating there anyway.
And look at that, y'all. Look at that. It says Taco Bell value menu from 1990. 59 cent for all this stuff right here on the menu. 59 cent. That's crazy. You can't find nothing for that cheap on the menu, period. You'll be lucky if you find something that's like $1.59, honestly. So yeah, you definitely getting scammed with that price. Like, we paying high price for some fake food. You get a whole meal fast food. That's gonna be like $15 and some change. You might as well go to the store and get a whole real steak. Like, it's crazy.
And then inflation, right? The prices. Look, all of these things, I'm not saying that they're good for you or anything, but all these used to be 59 cents. Taco, soft taco, burrito, tostada, bean cups, right? Some of these they have still, some they don't. 59 cents, right? They used to have a dollar menu at many of these places, and that was a huge deal. Yeah, oh my God, $1 or less? That's amazing. Good luck finding that anywhere you go. Let's take
Right, because that used to be the convenience of getting fast food. It was gonna be cheap and it was gonna be fast. Now you can't get that. It's not gonna be fast and it's not gonna be cheap. So, and then the food ain't even real on top of that. So there's really no reason to be going there, at least not too many times. I mean, this is crazy, the stuff they putting in this food.
a look at this throwback menu from a long time ago. Combo burrito, $1.19. Beef burrito, $1.43. Pintos and cheese, 59 cents. The Bell Beefer, 89 cents. Cinnamon crisps, 45 cents. How about drinks? 45 cents, 55 cents, 65 cents, 79 cents. This is predicted in the Bible, or in the book of Revelation.
And it's to the point to where even if you get a meal and it's like, oh, this looks so good, and you decided to go all out and get a whole meal this time, after you eat it, you feel like you did something wrong. You really feel like you did something wrong. Like, and it doesn't taste as good as you thought. It doesn't taste as good as the picture. I remember McDonald's tasted just how it looked. Nothing tastes as good as it looks no more, bro. It's crazy.
Revelation, it talks about how the prices of everything except for alcohol and oil would become so expensive, ridiculously expensive, so expensive. In fact, only the rich can now afford to even go to fast food places. You know what I mean? Everybody else is on food stamps. Everybody else is relying upon Big Brother and the government, including myself. Now, here's the underground resistance. This is Edgar Friendly. they're robbing this food truck, this Taco Bell food truck that's outside, and they're like, "Get them!" You know, they don't want anyone to bother them, so they take all that food away. This is people just starving. They're hungry, so they go out and they rob from the Taco Bell in the movie, and they're just taking food. That's not a utopian society. That's not people doing things for your safety. It's an exclusionary uh, prison city.
Right. So that's crazy too, because if you ever seen Demolition Man, that reminds me of like what it says in the Bible. Like you're gonna have to have the mark of the beast, or you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade, or pretty much do anything. So in this movie, the people that's not fitting in or don't want to conform to the society that's is just out of control, they end up living underground, and they have to come above ground to rob and steal for food just to survive. Like they literally live in the sewer. So that's crazy how they try to show you certain things in movies. That's probably about to be it for this segment. See if there's
Basically.
anything left.
Now,
Anything
the
else?
girl, Huxley, she's having some feelings and she's attracted to John Spartan. And she says, I'd like to know if you would like to have sex.
All right, so that's it on that part. Give me 1 second. Let me see. It's another part of this movie I wanted to discuss. Let's see right here.
Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline. More performance with every drive.
Elevate your game this season at Dick's. Score the latest gear from the best brands for football, soccer, volleyball, and more. Plus,
Judge me. Fuck that. Judge. By all means. You have. But in about 5 years, no one will. Then everyone else will say that, and people will forget that even why you've started saying that. And pretty soon we have a completely different language, and it's the Tower of Babel all over again, where you're not going to understand anybody 20 years from now if you grew up in the 90s or the 80s or before that. That'll be a completely new language, which is weird and strange, and everybody's all cautious to speak their feelings. So they go down into the underworld, and so down in the underworld is where all these.
So this is the part where they go down underground in the sewer, where the people just came from to steal the little food that they have. So now they just came from the 5-star restaurant of Taco Bell of the future, and now he's down and dirty with the people under the ground, and he's looking for the main protagonist or the villain. But yeah, y'all seen it, man. Let's just see what he got to say about this video.
Hungry people are living, right? The people that aren't a part of this utopian society. And there's this girl right here. She's cooking on this grill. She's making burgers. And he's like, "Buenos dias, senor." Or she says, buenos dias, senor. And he grabs a beer. He's in heaven. He's like, "This is great." And then the girl is like, "Do you see any cows around?" Because he's eating this burger, right? And they're all vegetarians up there on the surface. And she's like, "Do you see any cows around here in the sewer?" And he's like,
Okay, and that's kind of crazy. So when he's in the sewer, you know, they have like a little street market going down there, kind of like how people today have their taco stands, burger stands outside. So he's underground in the sewer, and he gets a burger and a beer to drink. He's having a good old time because he like, man, I get to have some real meat. I get to drink a beer. This is all stuff you can't do in the regular society that he's came back to. So basically, the lady is telling him like, "Do you see any cows around here?" And he's like, "No." Like, what does that got to do with anything? And he keeps eating the burger. Let's see what he says.
he thinks about it. He's like, "That's a good point." And so he asks her what it is, and she says it's rat. And he goes, "Rat? Huh? This is a rat burger." Like this is a rat. As he's chewing on it, so he takes another bite. He's like, "Not bad. That's a good rat burger." Whatever, right? I forgot my point. That was just a hilarious part of the movie.
Right, and that's a part I just wanted to show you guys because that's how we are as people. Like, he's eating a rat burger. He's eating a burger. He didn't know it was rat, but she told him that it was a rat burger. He still kept eating it. He was like, "Man, this is a good rat burger then." And that's kind of what our society do today. We know we being sold fake food. And we still eat it, man. And we just say, oh man, this is good fake food. This is good trash, good whatever it is, and we don't care. We just get to eating it and keep eating it and keep eating it, even though we know it's not good for us or nutritious. So I just had to bring that part in here. It's funny how Hollywood try to show you the truth through movies. It's been a good one, man. Till next time, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe here at Inspiring Minds Story Time, and share the video. Till next time.